A lot of horror scenes are scary, but they could be way scarier with better music. The visuals are creepy, sure, but the soundtrack, sometimes it's way too soft compared to what we get in horror today. My name is Alex, I make soundtracks for games, and today I wanna show you how important the music is in horror. Games, movies, whatever. The sound can completely change the vibe of a scene. So let's go. First up, Poltergeist, a total classic. There's this one scene that's stuck in my head, the one where dude literally starts tearing his face off, like actually peeling it off. It's brutal, it's super creepy. But the thing is, the music in that scene, not scary enough, at least in my opinion. You can find this scene on YouTube when you type Poltergeist Marty's Midnight Snack. So I decided to remake the soundtrack for that scene, make it really uncomfortable, intense, just straight up terrifying. I started with some awful scream sound effects. But that wasn't enough. My dark thoughts told me that wasn't enough. So I threw them through Decapitator to distort the hell out of them. Then I used Little Alter Boy to pitch them up, make them feel less human, more unnatural. You know, horror soundtrack needs some unnatural feeling. Then added some reverb to push them into the background. I wanted this to be more of a texture than the main line of the track. Then I used classic EQ to just remove the harsh sounds and leave space for the other sounds. Next I dropped in some classic horror tremolo. But I didn't want it to sound too clean, so I ran it through guitar rig, gave it some dirt and shaped it with EQ. Then I grabbed a synth from Analog Lab 5. The synth builds the tension even further until it finally reaches a breaking point and releases. I added tons of distortion and reverb again and automated the EQ so that it slowly opened up the high frequencies as the scene progressed. And just to add that final punch, orchestral drum hits. Here's the final effect. Next we got Samara coming out of TV. No doubt, the scene is creepy and the ring is totally classic of horror movie. But my horror hunger was asking me for more dynamic, dark chase music, just because in original there is almost no music. So I started with making unnatural horror staccato. But then I thought it's boring, and because of that I started tweaking with some effects, and again, as in previous track, I used Guitar Rig 7, this time with preset Screaming Psyche. Thanks to that we got really unique, creepy texture. I like it, but to make scene more intense, I pitched it up an octave, then added reverb with EQ to clean it up, and we got this. Then I copied the classic staccato pattern to other violin and used a one semitone difference between notes to make it more creepy and unnatural. I wanted to add some creepy horror effects, tremolo, some weird stuff, and another tremolo at the end. Orchestral drums for intense chase music, and finally, to make track heavier, a bass from Omnisphere with couple of effects. And here's full scene with my soundtrack. Lastly, let's move to something more modern. I chose a scene from The Nun. You can find it on YouTube, just type The Nun fighting a demon scene. I picked this scene because there's no music at all. I wanted to challenge myself and make something really subtle, some atmospheric ambient music to just enhance the atmosphere of this scene. You can decide in the comments whether you like the scene better with my soundtrack or without it. So once again, the goal is to keep it really simple and subtle. So we'll start with some brass playing low notes. This already creates dark vibe. Next I added a pad to deepen that dark atmosphere, and then another pad effects to fill things out. This track doesn't need much, so I kept it minimal. And there's a moment in the scene where characters, this white woman, starts walking. So I thought maybe music should do something cool too. I added a violin melody. And that's it. Like I said, really simple and ambient. All of the tracks I made today can be found in my pack, which is available in Unity Asset Store. If you're a game developer or you just need custom music, feel free to reach me out on Instagram, link in bio, or just email me. That's all for today, thanks for watching. If you have any scenes you think I should add music to, let me know in the comments.